Hello YouTube, this is Michael D. Provenzano. Today I'm bringing you a video of uh, hardware hacking I'm doing. Okay, so I have the light on. Alright, so here it is. I have an old router. We're gonna throw it away. It was the ADT router that we were using for the cameras and stuff. Alright, so here it is. I've taken the router apart. And as you can see, it had some pins already in it. Okay. And then I used my multimeter to check, to probe them. There's loads of videos online of how to do this. But essentially, all I needed to do is just find ground, right? So I put one probe on this metal shield here, and then I just started probing them, and, I found ground. And then it's like, okay, now I need to find the TX and RX pins. I basically just guessed. I narrowed it down to the two pins in the middle, right? So I narrowed that down. Those are the data transmission and receiving lines. And so I watched another video online from a guy called Low Level Learning or something like that. I don't remember. He makes really cool videos, and he was hacking his baby monitor. And he demonstrated how you could set up a Raspberry Pi to act as a UART adapter. So basically, all I'm doing, very simple, I'm just hooking up the reset pin to ground, right? So it's constantly resetting, right? Then this pin is attached to ground, and then these ones are just attached to the RX and TX pins, right? It's literally just ground in receiving data. And then I got that plugged in over here to a all right, to a cord there. Let's power it up. I've also been documenting. Oh, all right. All right. All right. So I've been taking notes. I've been documenting the entire process. You know. All right, I've been documenting it. And all right, so I'm using a program called PicoCom. Right? So let me type that in. So this is the command. Right. Um I I I was originally struggling because all I did was I just used PicoCom, the baud rate, and then the USB device, right? And it wasn't letting me type in, and there was echoing, and So I asked AI about it. I asked Grok, and basically it fixed the command, right? So it added this stuff here. I'm just like, okay, cool. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plug in the Arduino, plug it into the computer. Okay. All right, it's on. All right, now I'm gonna press enter. All right, so all right, it's about to go. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plug in the router. All right. Now I just had to press enter. All right, so I missed it. All right, so this is the boot menu. But as you can see here, it says hit any key to stop, and I pressed enter. But I guess that didn't work. All right, we're gonna try this again. All right, there. Now we're in the shell. As you can see here, I had to press enter. All right. Now we can do help. All right. So these are the commands. Whoop. I've been looking online at hardware hacking videos, and we have a lot of commands. All right. But an interesting one I found is it's like print. Here, print env. Yeah, yeah, you see, it does this like copy thing. How did I fix that? I had to, okay, hit Control A and Control C. Yeah, see how it's doing like double? All right, so I gotta do Control A, Control C. No okay. Local echoing off. All right, so now we can do, all right, so it's gone. All right. All right, the double echoing is gone. All right. Let's scroll back up to the environment variables. Now, what they said to do to basically drop into a shell is I need to reset this in the boot art. All right, I need to change this. Specifically, I need to change the init variable here to bin sh. All right. There is definitely a way to do it. Well, one of these functions does it. Oh, here it is. Set end. But also another interesting thing I noticed was NFS. All right, and I was like, all right, NFS. So I was like, whoa, boot image via network using NFS protocol. And I'm not sure. Like, okay, so this is it's capable of running an NFS server. All right, so I'm thinking, this device is very old. It was said somewhere in here 2012. So I'm thinking, all right, I can probably find a vulnerability in the NFS, right? There's probably a public vulnerability in the NFS. That's one way I've been thinking, right? But I have a shell, very limited, and I need a privilege escalate now. All right. So that's it. That's all I'm going to be sharing today. I'm going to work on it more tomorrow, but this is pretty cool.